You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
WGVE.
Sizzle, baby! Sizzle! Keep sizzling.
Great things take time.
You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
Wow, bro. That's crazy. That's so love, bro.
Oh, it's hot, baby. Hot. Woo! Hot fire. You know who it is. You know what it is. It's The Sizzle in the building here at WGVE 88.7 FM. It is the hottest time in radio. This is the time that if your radio is on, it should be on fire. That's right. It should be so hot that it just combusts in your car. I think that'll be the word for the day, combust in your car. I don't know if I like it that much, but I'm going to say it. Your radio should combust in your car.
That sounds like a lot of wrong right there.
Well, it could be a lot of wrong, but it could be a lot of right. I'm just saying, man.
It is after 8 o'clock, though.
Listen, man, we're not at Sizzle After Dark. Like, we haven't done that. We need to do some Sizzle After Dark.
It got to be after dark, though. This kid's still up. We can't be talking this stuff.
Yeah, there are women and children still listening. Okay. You know who's in the building. He's Jay Thomas. I'm Gregory Lewis. J&G Sizzle here at WGVE 88.7 FM. You know what we come to do. Always bring you the hotness. Hotter than fire, hotter than lava. It is the hottest talk anywhere, but particularly right here. WGVE. How you doing today, Jay?
Man, I'm feeling fantastic, man. Trying to get all my stuff together over here, running in here to do this show. There's so much to do before I get here, but you know what? The best part about this, we got special people. We're going to keep that on the low, though. You know what I'm saying? But we got special guests coming in the building.
I don't know how low we can really keep it because everybody in the city should know. If you haven't gotten it, if you don't know who our special guest is, it's an Ice World thing today. So maybe that's a clue. Maybe I should just tell you it's an Ice World thing and maybe everybody else will get it from there. How about that?
And if they don't have a clue, they're going to get one.
They're going to get it. They better get it because if they don't get it, I'm going to tell everybody else, man, listen, if you have not liked, subscribed, and shared The Sizzle, listen, all you have to do is go to Iron Skillet Media. We are on every platform you want to be on, so make sure that you find any of our, let's see, we got podcasts. We've got exclusives. We've got full shows. We got mini shows. We got shows for everybody you know. If your grandmama wants to hear a show, we got one for her. We got one for everybody in the building.
I got a grandmama playlist.
No.
Oh, I break it out for you now. I got Blind Mellow Jelly and the Funky Boys.
All right.
That's before they wasn't using no deodorant. That's why they was called the Funky Boys. They was wearing wool back then, and it was 90 degrees down in Mississippi. Woo!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, The Sizzle here, presented by Iron Skillet Media. I don't know, for some reason we just went off the rails there. I don't know how we went off the rails, but if you're listening to us, you know that we're on from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. a.m., I'm sorry. If we're on to 12 p.m., then there's something going on. That's called an all-nighter. But if you want to listen to us also, if you're getting out of the car and you want to go into your place of business, you want to go into with your family, you want to go see your side piece, tell her, kick on the live stream. On the live stream, right there, on Radio
You just can't help yourself, can you? You can't be calling out the guys with their side piece right now, because there's about half the women in the car right now just turn around and look at their dude.
Well, okay, but that's only if they were leaving the car and then going in someplace else. So
you know there's some only every other Saturday girls out there right now.
Oh.
That's why, hey, baby, I'm going out to go hang out with the fellas. And the fella's name is Susie. You know what I'm saying?
But her name is Tyrone in your phone.
You know what? Look, y'all getting caught like that, man. With Tyrone, first thing I want to know, if Tyrone is calling at 12:05 in the morning and you sitting up here and talking about,
yeah, you just like,
I think somebody might be looking at you with a little skeptical eye. Like,
wait a minute, that's the one where you like, baby, let me go to the bathroom real quick. I thought you just came out the bathroom. I did. I'm gonna go back in the bathroom. Hold on, baby. I'm just gonna go back in there. Hey, Tyrone, Tyrone, yeah, that's all you hear out the bathroom door.
Yeah. That could cause more issues. You might as well just be on front with that one.
No, well, I'm not going to be on front with it because I'm not doing anything. Thought you were going to get me. No, sir. I'm not. No, you almost had me, bruh. You almost had me. Listen here. If you're not subscribed to the Sizzle, make sure that you check us out. We're on Messenger. We're on Facebook. You can find the Instagram or the TikTok Reels. We're always there. You can find our podcast wherever you get your favorite podcast. Just subscribe to Iron Skillet Media, and you can look us up just by finding us. Just find us at hashtag Iron Skillet 219. You can find us wherever you need to be. So listen, man, you know what? Let's stop with the shenanigans. Let's just stop with all the shenanigans. It's about that time for the people to know we've got guests in the building. We got 2 hours of special regional coverage.
I don't know if the people can take that, man. 2 hours?
They better take it. Where else they gonna go? They stuck in the car, dog. Like they gonna get up and leave. Well, if you do, make sure that you put on the live stream somewhere else on Radio Walk. But all I'm saying is they're gonna be in the car and they're gonna hear it, and you're gonna get some of the best information that you get because listen, who else is giving you local artists, man? Who else is giving you that time to say that's what those young people want to hear? Now, mind you, I'm young myself. Like, shout out to all my bruhs, man. I had to wear my hat today. Bruhs gave me a new cap. It's hanging on the thing. Shout out to the bruhs, because look here, man. I turned 23 the other day, and yeah. So shout out to the bruhs.
I almost threw up in my throat when you said that, bro.
You are a hater.
You turned 23 twice?
No, sir. I didn't turn 23 twice. It's only 20 and 3. Like Jordan, it's like the GOAT. Like I'm great.
I like your numbers play and your word play there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm telling you, bro. My number play was on point. Bro.
Yeah,
I was all there. So all I'm saying to you is that I appreciate all the love and support and all the great happy birthdays and happy Hanukkahs and happy Ramadan. And it's Black History Month, so I feel some kind of way all the time. February is the greatest month of all time.
It is. For many reasons.
Oh, that's right. You're turning 28 this year, aren't you?
Oh, 28 plus, carry the one. I feel like Jeffro Bodine. I'm ciphering. I might have to take off my shoes. Hey, can I use my guest shoe? Can I count their toes?
No, man, you can't count people's toes. What's wrong with you?
Hey, I can't add these big numbers, man. If I put the candles on my cake, I'm setting everything on fire.
That's why. Well, let me say this.
Yeah,
I had a no candle policy, so that's what happened. There was no candles. If you put candles on my cake, then obviously you had the fire department in tow.
I was about to say that mandate came straight from the Gary Fire Department.
Yeah, actually it did. Actually, it was the regional fire department. It was Maryville. It was Crown Point. It was Highland. It was all regional. They said if G-Sizzle gets candles on his cake, please call us immediately. Actually, they called the health department, but that's a whole different story. Listen, man, I'm not even going to get into this foolishness, but what I am going to get into is, ladies and gentlemen, I would like for you to, not if you're driving, please don't start clapping while you're driving, unless you just make it clap while you're driving. Now, if you do that.
Whoa.
No, I mean, well.
How you make it clap while you're driving, G-Sizzle? That's a trick.
Hey, bruh, let me tell you something. We
got to pop some bottles for that.
I kick it with some of my people in the ATL. Decatur wears greater. Well, I'm just saying, man, they can make it. Okay, that's a whole different conversation. We might get into that later.
Yeah.
And y'all talk to Jolly about that one later. You in the car and you be like, hey, girl, how you doing? And you're like, oh my God, lady, you can't do that in the steering wheel? Oh my. Oh, well, thank you. Well, go ahead. Thank you. I appreciate it. So anywho, listen, man, we've got a special guest. Not only is she a hip hop artist, not only is she a writer, producer, not only is she the person that puts all this together, right?
Yeah.
But I found out they gave me some secret information on her.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Yes, the Sizzle, we keep it hot. This young lady also choir directs. Huh? Did she say something to the people? She's like, praise him in the Most High.
She's just multiple talents.
She's multi-talented, multi-fashionable. And let me tell you something. I told her, and I'm just in all clarity, I told her in all sincerity to everyone in transparency, I wasn't going to let her on the show because she's wearing this fly sweater. Like, if you can't see it, sorry for you, but she's wearing this fly sweater. And until SIZZLE and I get one 6X, 6LT, we need to get one of those in our life. We need an Ice World sweater.
It's an ice wear sweater, and I gotta, am I icy enough to wear one? We're gonna find out in a few. Will you go ahead and bring our guest on?
Oh man, if you're, ladies and gentlemen, if you're sitting in the car, if you're riding down the street and you bump into the beat, that's probably the beat by Snappa. Lady Snappa in the building. What's good, girl?
What's going on, family? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I mean, I'm here living the dream. That's what the people say. I'm living the dream. I don't know what dream it is, but I'm living the dream.
But you're living it.
Yeah, I'm
That's
living
all
the
that
dream.
matters.
I'm living it, and hopefully everybody else is good. We also have other guests in the building. So I'm like the kids now. I done showed out for guests too long. I necked the food a little bit too long. So now we got to get into the meat and the potatoes. And by the way, we are being sponsored by Meat and Potatoes. So anybody who has some meat and potatoes, if you want to bring it through the station, just call and let
The
me
big
know.
fellas got to eat. You
Man, I'm just saying, I don't see how they think we can sit up in here and not eat this whole time, bro. Like this is almost these are like human travesties. We should call the UN, because this is human activism, anti-activism. You are actually doing us a disservice.
Because I got anti-anorexia right now.
Reverse anorexia?
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's what, bruh, I'm just saying reverse anorexia. I'm just saying it's true. Like my man got reverse vitiligo. I'm just saying I can't be broke and I can't be hungry. Those are the two things I can't be.
Snappa, do you see what I got to put up with?
Yes, I definitely understand. Well, I know him personally, so I definitely understand what you got.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't like anyhow. That just like you understand.
I know, you're a jokester.
No. I keep it real in the field. That's what I do. I keep it real for the people, for the grandmothers and the great-grandmothers.
Let's keep it real for in here. Snappa, how you doing? Let's talk to you.
Look, I am having a great day today. How are you all doing today?
Man, fantastic.
Right.
She told me that he was going to have you on today. So I was like, so I had to go dig deep in the crate a little bit and start thinking, let me see what Snappa is all about.
Yeah.
And I heard some beats. I heard some flows. I heard some changing up some flows. I was like, wait a minute, hold on now. You the best kept secret.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Out here.
Thank
you know what I'm saying? You the best kept secret. Tell us about you. Tell the world about you right now.
Well, as you all know, my name is Snappa. Born and raised in Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
I've been doing music pretty much all my life. I started out singing at the age of 5. When I got older, probably maybe about 10, 12, around that age bracket, I kind of started venturing off into rap music.
Okay.
Listening to different artists that really inspire me. And from there, I kind of just took a liking to rap and just started writing more as a rapper. And I don't know, for some reason, the rap just kind of took over from there. So when I got more, maybe probably high school, that's when I really started to kind of really start taking rap serious, And I was still singing, but the rap, I don't know, I just took a liking to the rap thing, and I was really good at it, so I just kept going. And before I knew it, I looked up, I was in college, and so many things started to branch from there. When I was in college, I started, writing plays, and I wrote 3 major plays in college.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, they were really great. Man, packed the house out. That was my first time ever doing it on that major scale. But it was a success. I started producing probably maybe about the age of 15. Kind of took that to a whole nother level as I got older. Trying to think, graphic design. I started out doing that. That's probably like the baby of the group, as far as my talents go, because I started out doing graphics maybe about 10 years ago, and it kind of just got better and better, just kind of took off. And it's really been kind of the forefront outside of me being an artist. The graphic design has really taken me to a lot of levels that I've never would have even imagined. You know what I'm saying? Me meeting people that I've met, working with people that I work with, just off of because of the strength of me doing graphics. So that has really gotten me into a lot of major doors. And from there, it's kind of put my me and my team in position as far as artists and stuff like that. So as far as even with the record label, the label Ice World Inc., it was started back in '96 by my big brother, Big Ed. He started it for me. And as I got older, he eventually, you know, just put me in the seat. Like, it's you know, it's yours. It's your baby now. So from there, we built the roster. We have 9 artists currently under the label.
Go ahead. That's great.
Yeah, and they all dope artists. All of them do different styles of music. No 2 artists under the label are the same, which I love because, you know, you don't want everybody to do the same thing. You want something different, you know. So, yeah, very talented group of people. I love them to death, and they trust me as their CEO, as their leader. You know, they believe in me. They got my back. I got their back, and it works. You know, so I'm grateful for where God has placed me at today.
That's fantastic. You know, there's so many pieces to this onion. She done pulled out your graphic artists and producer, and you got people on the art, all these type of things. Let's go back to square one now. Mm-hmm. Where did this love for rap come from? Who are the people that influenced you? Is there anybody you heard that said, I love that flow, that just stayed with me? Because everybody has a genesis from where they start from. Where was your starting point?
My starting point would definitely have to be, I'm gonna say I have an old soul. Okay. So a lot of the artists that I used to listen to, they were, of course, it was like, how do you know this type of music? But you know, you was too young type. But like the Queen Latifahs and MC Lights, I was still young, you know, when they were, you know, really major on the scene. Yeah. But I grew up listening to them, and then as I started getting older, it became Missy Elliott. Okay. I took a liking to her because it was like everything. People didn't even know the things that she did. She wasn't just an artist. Yeah. But she was a writer. She was a producer, you know. So she was just not no one-trick pony. And that's what stood out the most to me about Missy Elliott. And so from that point, I was like, oh, I love her, you know. And then another one of my musical influences is Shauna. She's another one that I took a liking to. Her style of flow, the way she came off, like it was unmatched, you know. So these are some of the people that basically like kind of, you know, was my musical influences when it came down to music as far as females go. But you know, you also had the Twisters, the Ludacris was another one. Psychodrama, you know, a lot of the, like even Chicago M, I had a strong Chicago influence when it came down to my music. So,
you know, when we talk about it, and we're going to go to break in a few minutes, not right now, because before we go to break, I'm going to sit here and really put together, because now that you're doing plays, I've got an idea. I've got one. It's called Mama, I Want to Eat. And it's a play about 2 hungry DJs that need to find nourishment in these streets.
So all we got is barbecue sauce and no wings. You know, we just got a bottle of barbecue sauce. I mean,
what if in this play, what if you have to just share this one bottle of sauce? And it's not even Sweet Baby Ray's. It's just, and if, you know, if they ever want to sponsor, shout out to Sweet Baby Ray's. But I'm just saying, you know, I was thinking some things. But before we go to break, real quick, seriously, I know artists don't like to be compared to other artists. And if there is an artist, one that I can say that your talents line up with, it would be Missy Elliott. And it would be the way that she makes moves. But one of the questions I wanted to ask you before we go to break is that with young people now, we see a lot of artists, Future, Missy Elliott. You see guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen who write. They produce the music, they write the music, and their longevity is what keeps them in the game, being able to their pen skill and what they do. What would be the thing if you looked at these young people now and all these young folk? What would be the one thing that you've learned so far that you can input into them and tell them they need to work on?
You know what? One of the biggest things I would say is learning how to stay relevant. And what I mean with that, you have to be able to change with the times. Because if you pay attention, the way music is today is not what music was even 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So music is out, it's forever changing. So you got to be able to keep up with the times. Don't get complacent. Don't get stuck where you are. Don't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Be willing to change. You have to be willing to change, or you're not never go nowhere. And be consistent. You got to be consistent. If you pay attention to the industry, they're constantly pumping out material, you know what I'm saying, on a regular. It's so much sometimes you can't even keep up, so you have to be able to stay consistent and, just keep putting music out, keep doing it and do it the right way, learn the business as well. Because I know a lot of young people don't really take those steps to learn the business, but you gotta know the business because talent is only 10% of the whole thing.
Wow, just 10% of this
10%.
Total package. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to take a break. When we come back from break, we're going to talk about the business. We're going to talk about what really happens and how we start getting into the business of music. So that's what we're going to do. Here on WGVE, you're listening to the Sizzle and Lady C Snappa in the building, Ice World in the building. We'll see you on the other side.
How we think you won't smoke? Think you won't smoke? We think you won't smoke? We think you won't smoke? We think you.
Hot fire. Oh, hot fire. You know what? Now, with the Ice World team being in here, actually, they don't know I'm an MC too.
Boy.
I'm mad lyrical, son. Mad lyrical.
What's your new MC name?
Listen,
because we know what your stripper name is.
Yeah. I mean, what are you laughing about? I mean, I have a profound stripper name. Luther Vandross is known all over the region. It's everywhere that you need to be. But first, when I first started rapping, because, we were on a poor man's budget, it was grits and gravy. So, but now, it's hot fire sauce. That's all it is. I figure if you keep it single, man, look, hot fire sauce. How hot is that? Hot fire sauce.
If y'all can see my head right now, it's going back and forth. Like, nope, that's not it.
Okay, that's not it. Yeah, man, when you hear that hot fire flow, when you hear that chicken wing flow, hey, my people know, man. When you talk about that full wing piece sitting in the kitchen when I'm eating it, I be in the dinner and I be like, okay, anyway, I don't want to give them too much. I don't want to give them too much. Or then the people will be like, man, I can't. I got to get a hot fire sauce single.
No, you ready to lay that down?
I know the person. Yeah, I put me in the studio, put some cans on, and I go. My motivation is always hot wings and food. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not figured it out, we're in the building. Ice World's in the building.
Yes,
C Snappa's in the building.
Yes,
WGVE. Listen, if you have not liked, subscribed, or found Iron Skillet Media, make sure that you do so. We're on every platform you're on. Make sure that you go ahead, like that, subscribe. Once this comes out, make sure that you repost this, send it to a friend, send it to your grandmother for an early Christmas gift. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I was getting ready to say something, but I forgot we was on a live mic.
Oh. Okay. Well, hey, man, it's Black History Month, man. You still should be in the vein of Kwanzaa. You should be giving.
And the black man's trying to stay employed, sir.
Oh, look, man, I'm just saying, man, send it to somebody you love. If you don't gift with the gift of the sizzle, then you really don't love. That's all I'm saying.
That's true, because I am the love doctor.
Okay.
See, Snappa,
yes, you are.
I give love advice now.
Yes.
It's not good love advice, but I give it out anyway.
Dr. J's in the building is always a fun time.
Right.
But before we left, see, we were talking about the industry, and I hear a lot of things going on about the industry. A lot of stuff that's been happening, a lot of talk, a lot of things, especially with some of the profile rappers who've been killed, some other financial things that have come up, some other people have sold whole catalogs for a whole stack, and nobody got none of that wreck. So when we talk about the business of hip-hop, not just the business of emceeing, but the business of music, what is it that artists should know walking in the door? What is it? If there are like three things, we'll say three. There are three things they have to know walking in the door. What are those three things that any local, any young artist, any old artist should know? You know, like hot fire sauce. Yeah, man.
Are you close?
As far as walking into like a label or
okay, let's do a label. But
period.
is there a difference between just walking into a label or just coming in and doing your own thing?
Well, yeah, it's a major difference. Because for one, when you're doing your own thing, you kind of lax. You know, you kind of move at your own pace. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes down to labels, it's all about timelines, schedules, agendas. Like you know, you got to move a certain way. They got you on this constant. It's almost like a like you kind of feel like a Tasmanian devil because you all over the place. You know, you got so much to do. Like I said, versus a local, or I ain't gonna say local, but independent artists.
Okay.
You kind of
like
move at your own pace.
Now, does moving at your own pace, is that going to get it done? Because this is a competitive business. It's hard to be heard anywhere.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And by moving at your own pace, you got to be hungry for it. You get what I'm saying? So you got some people who pace may be slower than others, but I know people that that's on the independent level that they're moving just like the industry.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think it just comes down to the person, you know, themselves. Like, how hungry are you for this? Because you don't have to sign to a major label to get it. You know, you just gotta know what to do, how to move, you know what I'm saying, in order to get it on the independent level. And it takes, you know, you paying out your pocket. You know, everything is coming out of your pocket. Independently, we don't have backings. We don't have, you know, major labels backing us. We don't have none of that. So when it comes down to independently, every dime that we get, we're putting it into our music. We putting it into wardrobes. We putting it into cover arts. We putting it into, you know, videos, you know, all of that stuff. We're paying for that out of pocket.
Now, the music industry has changed tremendously, I would say, in the last 2 decades. We had where you had to almost be with a label to come out, and you were selling physical, tangible items.
Yeah.
People had to go to a store to go. Now we see a lot of artists aren't even pressing albums and aren't even making CDs anymore. Everything's coming down off the downloads. Can you talk a little bit about the financial side of that, and does that make it better or worse for your company, per se, to get your music out?
So when it comes down to the transition from CDs to digital, you have to be careful with these streaming sites because it's really kind of robbery, honestly, if you pay attention to it. Once again, it's about knowing the business, knowing how to get around the red tape of making your money, you know, all your money go to you, you know, because we all feel like we go through these distro sites, you know what I'm saying? We got TuneCores, DistroKids, you got, what else am I missing? United Masters, that's another one. They have these sites set up and they tell you that you're getting 100% of your royalties on these websites, but you have to be careful and really do your research on it because you know, sometimes they have like underlined agendas and you're not always getting 100% of what they're telling you're getting. So it's always ways around that. Most people start websites and distribute their music through the web, through their own personal websites. That way, all your revenue is coming directly to you.
And you still have all your publishing. Because I know Irv Gotti was talking, they're talking about when music got moved around, people thought Irv Gotti was getting pushed out of music, and Irv Gotti was like, oh, no. They can go out there and do all they want to do, but I got the publishing, and I'm getting paid. Every time they sing a song, I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
And I think that is the ugly part of the music business is that the artists really want to come out here because you're putting your heart and soul into your music, but it's the business side of it that gets your music to the airway.
Exactly.
And there are parts of you that you have to sell off. If you get into these major labels, 2-3 albums down the road, you're only going to get X amount of dollars coming in, and as a new artist, boy, $50,000 seems like a whole bunch of money.
Right.
but if you go big and all of a sudden you go platinum,
right,
and you're like, well, wait a minute, my car is leased, my house is rented. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have any money in my pocket. I'm looking around, and we still, if you go into Popeye, you'd have made some money. But we still getting the 20 for 20 at White Castle.
Right.
There's a whole type of issue and situation.
And that's why I said it boils down to people really knowing the business. The music industry is 10% talent, 90% business. And that's when you look at that percentage, you like, wow, that's it. Like, talent is only 10%. Well, yeah, because you have a lot of people that don't really have the talent, but they know the business of how to make it work for them and to bust in the game. They've sat there, they studied the business. They know if they do something like a stupid song or something like that, not, saying it's stupid, but you got to look at the trends. They've studied that. They've mastered that. They know how to get their publishing, keep their publishings. They know how to, do their copyrights. They know how to, they have studied and went through all of those steps. So when they come out and they do this one song and it just blow up out of nowhere. And everybody's sitting back and they like, this song is terrible. But that person made their money, and then you don't hear from them no more. But every time you see them, they got it. They got money, or, and then they might pop back out every now and then with another song that might go viral. They have mastered the business of how this thing works.
And that's the question I want to ask, because a lot of times you hear one genre of music come out, right? And then you see a whole bunch of people come out sounding exactly the same flows. You see guys jumping on, hooks all over the place, and people are just, and so you get this flood of music coming in, but it's very odd at times, and that's what I liked about your music when I was listening to it today. I didn't hear any familiar beats. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, this somebody who's been in the lab, got somebody cooking and stirring up the pot. Yeah. Because a lot of times people will jump on beats that people know because they can tie those songs in. You see, what's that, Knee Deep? I mean, you got so many guys who've used that Knee Deep beat, and they add artist after artist after artist. Yeah. Can you talk about how important it is to you to be original, and by being original, does that make it more difficult to make your music?
I wouldn't say it's more difficult, because like I've always just been me. I've sat down, I've had like 3 major deals on the table. Wow. And so I know that side of it, and one of those deals consisted of me changing my my look.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was part of it, why I didn't take it. But that wasn't the only reason why we didn't take it, because once again, you got to look at, you got to really comb through those contracts and really.
Because Missy Elliott got pressured like that.
Yeah. And so, me personally, that's always been important for me, just to be different. I don't want to be like nobody else. I want to be stand out. I want to, be able to be myself, and I want people to hear me for me, not because of what I have on or, things like that. So, it's very important for me, but it's not difficult, because when I get on the stage and I perform, I command the crowd, like, instantly. So it hasn't never really been that hard for me to, really get people in tune with my music.
When we talk about music, funny enough, Jay mentioned Irv Gotti. And one of the biggest things that we looked at in that era was you had music. And we hear the 7-year rule, 10-year rule. And whatever was going on between he and Ashanti, there was the issue of her re-recording her music. Mm-hmm. And Irv Gotti's whole thing was, I still own the master. Whatever you change on it, I still own it. So when you as an artist, and this has been an issue now that's come up with Sean Combs, this is the issue that came up with the transferring, I guess, the sale of Death Row from Suge Knight to Snoop. Where do you stand when it comes on those artists who are owned by a label, or their masters, or their ownership is owned by the CEO or the head of the company?
You said, what are my feelings on it?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's another reason why I don't really, I've never really been big on trying to sign to a major label. Mm-hmm. Because when you start talking about masters and stuff like that, it gets really, really sticky, you know? Because basically, if you own someone's masters, you really got them forever, you know, that's kind of how it feels, you know? And owning your own masters is very important. It's very important because, like, for example, if somebody going to sample your music, you know, you can still make money off of that. But if somebody else owns your masters, then they can't go through you. Because it's not you, you know, you don't own it. They got to go through, you know, say, like you said, Irv Gotti. Mm-hmm. So now he's making the money that you could be making, but because you don't own your masters, it's like, that's it, that's all.
Here's the crazy thing. So I'm looking at a commercial. I don't even know where. I don't know why in my algorithm they thought that I should deserve to get a Sir Mix-a-Lot commercial.
I've seen that.
So, I'm looking at Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I've seen that commercial.
Is it Triscuits? It's
Chex Mix. Baby got snacks. Or
Baby got snacks.
Yeah, I see that.
Now, first of all, you know it's late in the game because you know Sir Mix-a-Lot he wasn't a huge guy.
Right.
He was more a little, you know, he's a little plump. And now when you look at him, you're like, is that Sir Mix-a-Lot, or is that somebody impersonating him? And then you saw the ring, and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And he's got the Baby Got Snacks.
Yeah.
But what we all made fun of Sir Mix-a-Lot about, all right, then you do a deep dive, and you find out he's one of the highest paid artists of all time. Because the Baby Got Back, My Posse's on Broadway, all those little things that we were like, oh my God, he's from Seattle. I know hip hop comes out of Seattle. But he owns all that.
He owns all his music.
He owns the rights to all of that. And he's like, look, man, this single, I was listening to an interview when he was talking about the single has led him for the past 20 years.
Oh, all it takes is one or two.
Think about it, though. Nicki Minaj took his song, Anaconda.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got paid off of that.
A whole new
he
generation.
Ate off of that, right. And she basically revamped the song and brought him back to life just on the strength of her going in and doing that. You get what I'm saying? Now, like you said, now we got the commercial, the Chex Mix commercial. Right. They paying him for that. You know, he's forever making money off of this music, and it's 20 years in the game, past over, like 30, 20, 30.
We're almost at 40.
Right, you know. So imagine that, you know what I'm saying?
About what, the early 90s, like between 90 and 92?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but those guys had a lock on it because it was a new genre of music, and there were very few outlets for it. We didn't really have the internet. We just had Yo MTV Raps and stuff like that. So you had people locked in because you only had a few places to go get it. And so those people became larger than life.
Yeah.
You know, you look at the Snoop Dogs and all those guys who came out of that era. Yeah. These guys, they continue to make
They
money.
had it harder back then too, though, as far as like getting into the industry.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, it's so much stuff that's accessible to. That's why a lot of artists are getting more discovered, you know, fast. And like every time you look around, you're seeing a new artist coming out into the game because they have so many outlets now to where I've seen the transition because I started out in one era where we had to get in the streets and go hand to hand, get on foot and, sell CDs in the streets out the trunks of the cars type situation. Then I seen the transformation from that to going to the digital era. So I've had the luxury to experience both sides of it. So it's, for me, I liked it better when it was the CD era because it made you really get out and hustle. You had to go get it. Now I think it's more of a lazier generation because they can sit behind their computer and just on Facebook all day or TikTok all day. And these people are going viral and getting discovered like that.
Speaking of music, I think it's time to hear some of your music. Because we've been going around a whole hour. We talking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about you going to serve me up a meal. I'm sitting up here. I got my napkin all tucked up beneath my chin. I got the extra big fork. Because I'm the fella. See, I don't get the little, I go get the extra big fork because I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit down. We're going to have us a whole meal. What? Now, give us a lead in. I know we got 4 or 5 of your songs here, And give us a lead in on what would you like the public to hear right now, and give us a little history on it.
I think we can start out with the How Many Want, which is this is Greg's favorite song. But How Many Want? This song I actually been pushing this song for probably about 2 years now. It's really started catching a wave maybe probably towards the middle of last year, and it's just really starting to pick up more. I just recently, I think that was like September, October, somewhere around there, I recently performed in front of Shauna, and I performed this specific song, and she heard me perform it, and it was crazy. Like, we talked after that and been locked in ever since. So I will say this is the song that has really been, we've been gaining a lot of traction on. So, and this is became a fan fave. It became a fan fave. And
the video is bananas to it.
Thank you.
Now, I do love the video. I don't like the man behind you with the fire.
Oh, he was killing it with the fire.
He was, but I just, I was like, safety first. I said, sir, you're going to need to put those matches down. You're going to, oh my God, that's not a match. That's a torch. I was like, oh.
It was fun, though. It was fun. And I want to say shout out to Code One and Jolly, because they actually did the camera work on that. It's teamwork, you know what I'm saying? But they worked together and filmed that for me, and I did the editing on that. So shout out to my team, Code One, Jolly. Appreciate y'all for, shooting that video for me.
And on that note,
You're listening to The Sizzle on WGVE 88.7 FM.
Smoke. How many niggas want smoke? How many think you won't smoke? Cause you go around and get choked around with the goat. Bro, how many niggas want smoke? How many niggas want smoke? How many think you won't smoke? You don't need teeth, you don't want smoke. All I see is green, that's why I'm always on go. So they getting money, but they always broke. What Betty crack up, but you ain't even got no dope. Funny call you joker. You mad cause you be on my she know that and I'm always on point, that's why I poked her. Taught her how to get the money, yeah, I coast her. Then I sent her back to you, since you broke it. Took you on the ride like a roller coaster. She was in it for the thrill, you was with a in it. Now your hands around her neck like a choker. You been crippled so much in your life, you ain't even got a leg to stand on. Walk around with hands out like you a klepto. Acting like a pimp, but you ain't even got no clown. That's why I'm calling you bozo. And I'ma school you to the game and show you what to do, cause you can't be emotional, cause don't know what you can say. So you ain't never been trained. Broke boy, you can't even talk to the game. Smoke. How many niggas want smoke? How many think you want smoke? Cause you go around and get choked around with the goat. Bro, how many niggas want smoke? How many niggas want smoke? How many think you want smoke? Smoke. How many niggas want smoke? How many think you want smoke? Cause you go around and get choked around with the goat. Bro, how many niggas want smoke? How many niggas want smoke? How many think you want smoke? I know know a lot, cause they be tryna perpetrate it. For me, then I call them two-faced. Now I gotta demonstrate it, make an example out of it. Cause I got a couple options I can eliminate. I mean, you assembled you niggas, cause in the beginning you wasn't even an action figure. You're tryna be bigger, but you ain't even touching the ceiling. I'm killing you niggas, they hitting all you with venom. Call me a villain. You spoke against the mom, not a crime. It's committed, it's a choice, nothing if you wanna put. Middle finger to you, give me the edges. Evidently, I'm allergic to you. Keep popping sleep, talk, mess around and you gon' make me have to pull up in the truck. But I'm never alone, so when I pull up, it's on. I'm like a batter, cause I always keep a couple hitters. A lot of you cats be in violation. Some of y'all just need some new occupations. You think local, we head, it's the global. I'm drunk off the set, that's why I'm never sober. Let me tell you about some that you don't do. Never turn on the nigga, they got you when you had a few. Now my pedal to the metal, yeah, I'm on cruise. Fuck you, I was looking at you in my rear view. Smoke. How many niggas won't smoke? How many think you won't smoke? Cause you go around and get choked around with the goat. Bro, how many niggas won't smoke? How many niggas won't smoke? How many think you won't smoke? Smoke. How many niggas won't smoke? How many think you won't smoke? Cause you go around and get choked around with the goat. Bro, how many niggas won't smoke? How many niggas won't smoke? How many think you won't smoke?
You're listening to The Sizzle on WGVE 88.7 FM. You're listening to The Sizzle. You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
Wow, bro. That's crazy. That's so love, bro.
Oh, it's hot, baby. Hot. Woo! Hot fire.
You know it's hot fire in the building when you're here. WGVE 88.7 FM, the hottest talk in the 219. They only talk in the 219. It better be the only talk you're listening to right now. If you're listening to somebody else, then I'm calling and telling.
Look, man, I'm still over here bumping right now. I don't know if I can stop myself. If I was driving down the street, I'd be on the other side of the street right now.
Sir, that's not bumping.
Did you hear
I heard that hot fire, but I'm going to need you to stop doing that because that looks like there was
I'm only sweating on one side of my forehead right now. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Oh my goodness. See, Snappa.
Yes, sir.
Why you do that to the people like that?
I know, I'm just doing what I do.
Now, now tell me about them flows, because you changed up 2 or 3 different flows up in there. What? Let's talk a little bit. Creation of that song.
Creation of
Well, what was the inspiration for? What did you just, what was, we got a little smile going on. Everybody leaning over laughing. This must be a whole story right now. Let me get my pen out.
The creation of that song, I actually went through a very dark time in my life during that period. I'm gonna say I was going through a dark time in my life during that period when I wrote that song. I was dealing with some friendships that tarnished. It was a lot going on, and so I kind of got discouraged for a while, and then I was just like, you know what, I gotta get back to it, because regardless of what was going on in that moment, I knew I still had people out here that was, they rooting for me. They want to see me, they looking for new music and stuff like that. So, I don't know, one day I just got up and started writing, and it just started flowing. It flowed out. It just flowed right out.
Yeah, a lot of people, inspiration comes from those dark places. Mm-hmm. Because Charles Bukowski had a poem called Roll the Dice, and what it talked about was that when you're moving forward doing some things, right, many times things don't go right. They don't go as you plan for them to go, And one of the things that he said, which always stuck with me, he said isolationism is a gift. Mm-hmm. When you're isolated, right, because then now the only person you have to deal with is you.
That's real.
And most people out here never really deal with themselves.
Yeah.
They're always either have to have some influence from somebody. Everybody knows somebody. Hey, what you think about this?
Yeah.
Hey, what you think about this? You know what I'm saying? But it's your thought. Why does somebody have to help you think your thought? Mm-hmm. And so, but when you are in that situation right there, then and say, okay, wait, well, hold up. Let me get this lioness up here right now. I know it might be raining a little bit, but as soon as the sun come out again, I'm gonna walk these planes and be the queen that I am. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about just you as a person, because I think a lot of times we hear our artists, we hear the music, right? But we never hear from the person. We never hear from that person. We want to connect with you. And I think that's one of the great things about social media. It has many downfalls, but one of the great things is that you could jump on IG.
Yeah.
You could do a 1 minute hit on YouTube or something like that. And you can let people, you know what's really weird? People sit up here and watch people eat breakfast in the morning. You know, I'm having some Cheerios. Tell us a little bit about you as a person. Just what keeps you moving forward, and what I'm really interested in, you as a leader. What are your things that people gravitate? Because see, to lead, you have to serve.
Yeah.
You know, and you have so many people around you that are really looking for you to move them on to the next level. And what makes you want to take on, wear that hat? Because that's a heavy load to carry sometimes.
Yeah. It definitely is. But when you have the artists that I have, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because when I'm listening to an artist or I hear an artist, it's not always just about, I don't see them where they are. You know, like I've had artists that I've heard them and instantly was like, oh, wow. And that's kind of the feeling that I got with all of the artists that's, you know what I'm saying, under Ice World. When the first time I heard them, I was instantly like, oh, you got it.
Yeah.
We just need to work on this, work on that, you know. And because of my accolades and what I've done, they trust me. They trust what I'm telling them. They know that I'm not going to steer them wrong. But, of course, that trust had to come with time, you know. Nobody really comes into a situation just putting all their trust into somebody. But, you know, here at Ice World, we believe in family.
Okay.
We are family first, and I really stress that. I stress that all the time to them, like, we are a family because it was built by family. It was built on family, you know, morals and things like that. So I try to carry that, you know, that legacy on. And that's how we got close. Like, you know, we bond. So when we going out, we've heard people say, oh, they like a Coke. You know, but at the end of the day, that's just, people just really don't understand that our bond, it's deeper than just music.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's what, as a leader, I try to instill into my artists, that we're not just artists under a label. You know, we're family. And then from there, we support each other, regardless of who's in the forefront. When you see us, I don't care who it is, we gonna support each other. And if it could be me, it could be Hamish, it could be Jolly, it could be Cole, and whoever it is, we gonna get behind them and we gonna support them. You know, we do a lot of things together. Like when someone has a project coming out, say a single, we all change our cover, our profile pics to that person's single.
Oh wow! Okay.
We do that as a family because we want them to know we a team.
Yeah.
You know, we won, so we gonna get behind our brother, our sister that's dropping a project. Let them know, and we look like a united front. You know, so these are things that, you know, I try to instill in my artists, and this is how I try to lead. And like I said, when I'm telling them things, they listen. They don't really question me. Sometimes they might not understand it, but they like, okay, we know it's a method to your madness. So, you know, if you telling us to do this, then we know it's for a reason. You know, so, but I enjoy being a leader. I've had situations where it didn't turn out that great for, you know, them. You know, but, you know, I wish them the best of luck. You know, I've had some artists that I've had to let go, and it wasn't always, you know, parting ways on good terms, you know.
But yeah, that's part of doing business.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, you know, but I wish them the best. You know, I don't ever have no ill will in my heart for anybody that we parted ways with, because if we parted ways with you, it was probably for the best, you know. So, but yeah, just continuing to just try to lead them, guide them in the right directions, and instilling in them the things that I know knowledge-wise. And I don't, you know, pretend to know everything, because sometimes they help me with things. You know, we help each other. This is a team, you know. So even though I'm the leader, I don't treat them like I'm better than them.
Yeah.
Or, you know, so.
It's just one of those things when you look at leadership, we talk about how are people being led. and what are they getting from that leadership? And obviously, everybody can't see what we see in the studio. You see a cohesive unit that's here. You see family that's here. You see people who are giving of their time and willing to work for this greater goal. And it really, if you're trying to get into not just hip hop, not just music, if you're trying to make it in business, whatever the organization, whatever the group, you've got to be a cohesive unit.
That's real.
And you've got to be able to work together as one and see everything through from that perspective. But with that said, we got some interesting things. In this hour, we told you not only is Snappa in the building, but we have other artists in the building. And, Jay, are you ready for this?
Did they bring hot wings?
Actually, there are.
Yeah. Oh,
okay. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's give it up
adjusted
now.
it now.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We also have something that's hotter than hot wings.
Oh, well, okay.
We have a exclusive, a premiere.
What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, buddy. Like, if you can't get it premiered here, because you can't get it premiered here because you're not here.
So you're telling me we about to drop some music
Look here,
that hasn't been heard out here yet?
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell people's grandmothers. I'm going to tell people's aunties and uncles. Listen, what we give you at the Sizzle is so hot, you can't even hold it in a cup.
There you have it.
Well,
boy, my mind went 1,000 different directions.
I know. I saw your face. I was just like, I don't know where I was going to go with that one either. That's how hot that was. So listen, man, we got music. I know we're going to, once we go to break, we'll premiere and we will properly introduce some music. But one of the things is, here's the thing. I want to make money. I want to make money. See, Snappa, I want to be an MC. Okay. I've got the look. I'm funky, and I'm fresh. Wait, I don't know what era that is.
I don't know what era you in, brother.
Okay, so
You're going to have to bring it up a little.
Okay, so, all right, I'm listening to music. I heard a young lady say that any music that you put out right now, you can make something hot by sampling somebody else's song that was hot and then remaking it. We just talked about Nicki Minaj, right? So if I just sample something hot, can I get put on? Am I going to be good? Like, okay, so, you know, like I love Al Green. Love and happiness.
Wow.
That'll make it do wrong, make it do right. So if I just sample that, oh, wait a minute, did he do that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
I think we owe some money now.
Probably, but I didn't finish it. So I don't think we owe him any money yet.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, I'm just saying. Okay. So I know your music. I don't hear a lot of samples, and Jay has pointed that out. I don't hear a lot of looping. I don't hear a lot of samples. So when you sit down and you talked about your motivation, but what is the thing that gets you going? What's your creative muse? What's that thing that gets you in your zone when you look at the speakers and you look at that board and you hit record?
It's always the beat for me.
Okay.
Sometimes I can probably write before I hear the beat, but probably 9 times out of 10, it's definitely the beat for me. If I hear a dope beat, I probably can instantly sit there and write the whole song right there. If I don't really like the beat, it's probably gonna take me forever to write to it. And that's how I know, like, if I really like a song versus if it's, you know, all right, because I've had beats that I've instantly just been like, and wrote the song right there, you know, and with no hesitation. So when I'm struggling on writing a song, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna move on to the next to find another beat that I can really go with.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, Snappa.
Okay.
We're going to go to music, and then we come back out of this little music break. We're going to hit this premiere, because I want to hear how, when, where, why. What is it, the 4 W's and the Z? No, wait
a minute, man. And you teaching the babies.
Listen, right before y'all do that, I just want to say shout out to my mother. My mom is tuned in to us right now. So Shout out to my moms listening in. I love you, Queen. Thank you for everything.
I hope that she's okay, because I don't want nobody out here listening to me. I don't want your mom to be like, I can't stand them, girl.
Oh, no, Mom's is the most supportive woman you ever meet in your life. My mom supported me through my whole journey, like, regardless of what it was. If I wanted to play drums, she supported it. If I wanted to draw, she supported it. It doesn't matter what it was. My mom always supported me on whatever it was. You know how you had them kids that just every day you look around and got something.
Right. They're always doing something.
But my mom, she didn't care what it was. She supported it because she knew that something gonna, take off eventually. So, hey.
Right.
So, I love you, Mama.
Shout out to Mom.
You're listening to The Sizzle on WGVE 88.7 FM. You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
WGVE.
Sizzle, baby! Sizzle! Keep sizzling. Great things take time.
You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
Wow, bro. That's crazy. That's so love.
Oh, it's hot, baby, hot. Woo, hot fire.
You know what's hot fire in the building, The Sizzle here. Iron Skillet Media presents The Sizzle here on WGVE 88.7 FM. Listen, we've been in the studio having a good time, and I was getting ready to tell a really good story before Jay Sizzle just ruined it. I mean, it's a classic story. I wish I could share it with everyone, but the FCC would not allow that.
It's hot enough in here, sir. We got Snappa in here.
Yes, sir.
And if you tell a story like that, it just might it might be some spontaneous combustion going on up in here. We can't have that.
Oh, it be some combust and shun.
You don't want me to melt down over here because I just get ooey gooey fresh and, you know what I'm saying?
See, I knew you were getting ready to go to that line. The minute I heard house music stuff, I knew what you were getting ready to do.
Listen. For anybody that knows, I'm a house music DJ. That's what I play. Okay. Now, I have not went in the bag yet. I've been nice. I can get back down in there in the 80s now and haul some stuff up out of here.
So you can go all the way back, huh?
I'm like my girl. Every time he puts it on, I'm like, golly, oh my God.
I was there at the beginning when it was Euro disco.
Oh, okay.
When Kraftwerk was all out and so I came through all the way through there, and every once in a while I'll play a mix, I'll drop one in, and Greg said he started getting phone calls, so I'm like, ooh. No, he didn't pull that one out. How dusty.
Wow.
I can go deep in the crates.
Oh, wow.
But I'm being nice right now.
No, I can't even tell you some of the phone calls I've got. Some of the love that's going towards Jay Sizzle way. They're like, yeah, you tell Jay Sizzle, give me a call. And I'm like, I told you, Jay Sizzle. I ain't told you. Crate man, I ain't told you.
We ain't getting in the crates today, though. We gonna keep it up here where everybody know the songs.
All right, so listen, we've got a world premiere coming up, and I am super excited about this whole thing. I don't know what the new term is, if you're stoked, if you're like totally rad. I don't know what those terms are.
I know it's not
anymore.
that.
What?
Totally rad.
Look, man, I know it's not that because it's only one of two things. It's either sizzle or it's fizzle.
That's right.
That's all it can be. It's either hot fire or it's hot garbage. That's the only thing it can be.
Yeah.
So listen, man, we got to hit them with that hot fire. So, you know what? Since the lady herself is in the building, I mean, she might as well tell us about the song, what we're about to hear, and what's about to happen on this musical journey.
Okay, so this single that we're about to play is actually actually comes out on February 24th, so released on all streaming platforms on February 24th. It's called Croutons featuring Feed, produced by J Dot on the beat. And you all getting exclusive of it tonight because it don't drop till the 24th.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh, let's play it.
It's on the beat, make it boom. Yeah, I'm about my business. I'm back on my game. And now when I stumble, they won't see me fumble. I cannot be tamed. To say that I'm acting different, I'm a bougie bitch with no ill intentions, but I body niggas and I leave a witness and I ask forgiveness. Lord, please forgive me. Told me it's up and I don't plan to come down, so I had to do it. I'm sneak attacking these niggas and they'll never see me coming like a straight bullet. I'm in go mode. I got an ego on my high horse. Call me Polo. I'm so close, so I can't feel. That's my winning season. So wish me well.
Only red like futon, getting that bread, yeah, crouton. Show you how to say like coupon. Got it on me like 2 arms. In case a hater wanna do harm.
Yeah.
Cause I never know what you on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never know what you on. Phony rap like futon, getting that bread, yeah, crouton. Show you how to say like coupon. Got it on me like 2 arms. In case a hater wanna do harm. I never know what you on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never know what you on.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get a milli. Steady marching to them bands. I be chasing paper every day and ain't taking off for no holidays. Benji's always coming to me, cause I hustle hard like Ace. And I don't mind taking no small bills, cause on the real it all's been the same. I run the numbers up like a marathon. I like to blow a bag hill just for fun. Then I weigh it out like pros and cons for my bank rolls like a futon. I be always on a paper route and I don't got the flex. I don't need the clout. And my drip be wet, never seen a drought. Everywhere I go, you know I'm
Phony
now.
rap like futon, getting that bread, yeah, crouton. Show you how to say like coupon. Got it on me like 2 arms. In case a hater wanna do harm.
Yeah.
Cause I never know what you on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never know what you on. Phony rap like futon, getting that bread, yeah, crouton. Show you how to say like coupon. Got it on me like 2 arms. In case a hater wanna do harm.
Yeah.
I never know what you on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never know what you on.
You're listening to The Sizzle with DJ J and G Sizzle. You're listening to a Sizzle exclusive.
You know who's in the building. You know it's J Sizzle. You know it's G Sizzle here on WGVE 88.7 FM. Listen, we are here with you to 12 a.m. doing it hotter than ever, hotter than fire, hotter than lava. It's so hot you can't even put it in your cup. That's how that.
We don't need no cup no more. We don't need no stinking cup, man.
I knew you were going to say that.
Did you just hear that joint? Now I'm using DJ terminology from the 1970s.
Here we go.
Did you hear that exclusive we just played?
Man, that was hot fire. That was Sizzle, my friend.
And we got the artist sitting right here.
Yeah, we got the artist sitting here. And also what we have right now is the guest artist in the building. We kept it low. When I put it out there, I didn't even tell anybody because I wanted them to be too happy. Because I knew the ladies would be like, I want to know, I want to be happy with him, you know, just because his name sounds like it's all fresh and cool. And he might be that dude. He might just come up in there and be like, rah, rah. I don't know. But what I do know is, ladies and gentlemen, Ice World, man, dude, we are getting a double tipper. We got Jolly in the building. What's good, sir?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? All right, man. Look, we didn't have Snappa in the building. All right.
Yes, sir.
We've had an exclusive. We know that you're a team, and we know that you're doing big things. So you got to tell the people who you are, what you about, what you about to do, and how you about to do it. Now, you don't have to do it all right now, but you can do it as we keep talking. How about that?
Okay. Well, I go by the name of Jolly, and I'm a representative of the Ice World. I'm originally from Gary, Indiana, but I was raised in Monroe, Louisiana, and that's where I found my love for music in Louisiana. Coming up around a lot of great, people that love blues and jazz and a lot of great musicians. And, I transitioned to coming back home. And when I came back home, I got into more of the Chicago sound and Indiana sound, which has brought me back towards my R&B, because I sing and I also rap. I'm a versatile artist. So, just pretty much just the love of music since I was young. I started at the age of maybe 7, 8 when my mama discovered me singing Lion King. So ever since then, she believed in me, so I keep it going for my mom.
Well, that's it. Motivation. We talked about that earlier, about what really motivates you and how do you get yourself ready to start writing. But you said something interesting, and I heard it. Now, I went to school in the South, so maybe it's just a thing. When I was in Tennessee, you knew guys from Louisiana, you knew guys from Mississippi, you knew guys from Alabama, and it was a different swag they had. It was a different feel they had when they came up. When you say Louisiana music, and then you think about it in relationship to Indiana music or Midwest music or Chicago style, what's the difference between that style of what you were listening to in the South and what you get when you come up here?
It's totally different to me, in my view, because here in the Midwest, the music is more lyrical, as in, you know, they have stories, they have concepts of what they talking about, and they draw pictures very vivid here for you. For the South, it's also, you know, based on lyrics, but it's more of a bounce dance type of situation, or, you know, fun, mainly based on it. It's mainly club music, you know, dance music. It's a dance culture in Louisiana, and I think here it's more of a, you know, lyrical, let me tell you a story.
Lyrical and story. That's almost like when I tell people stories, my hot wing stories. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you ain't got no hot wings in your hand.
I don't have them right now, but if I have them, I'd be spitting hot fire in this building.
No, we have a man here who spits hot fire over here.
Okay, yeah, we do.
Now, let's talk about your origins. Who are some of your influences when you were coming up? People that you listened to? Is there anybody you patterned the flow with? Anybody somebody that you idolize? How do this? See, because I'm always want to really find out about the origins.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know why. There's so many different ways, and there's so many people. You know, becoming an artist is not an easy thing to do.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you have to learn phrasing. You have to learn how to rap on beat, all these different types of things. And I don't know if anybody who was great when they first started. You know, what kept you moving on? What kept you going on? Tell us a little bit about your story and how you got to where you are right now.
My musical influences, like I say, it come from a base for both areas of the country. Like I say, here, when I was coming from here, was people like Michael Jackson, because like I say, I'm big on R&B and soul music. So people like Michael Jackson, and I had the OJs. I grew up on a lot of the older groups, Earth, Wind and Fire, Otis Reddick. It's just a old school culture for me. Yes, sir.
Hold on. He done whipped out some Otis Reddick.
Yes, sir.
I got some more gray hair came in my beard.
Yes, sir. My dad is a big blues fan, so that's what I grew up in. That's actually what I love the most, really, is the blues, because of the stories that they told, the lessons that they gave in their music. It was so much to learn from the blues culture. So that's what really influenced me to start. And as I say, rapping, it was just something that I'd enjoyed hearing, and I thought I could do it, so I just said, you know, I'd take a chance and jump in it, and happen to be good at it. But my rap influences were people like Lil Wayne, Eminem, Twista, just a lot of people that could put metaphors and put their words together in a great way to give out a great vision.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest part of hip-hop right now. I think that's the reason why it rose, because when a person's performing a song, you can actually visually see what they're saying.
Yes, sir.
And I think part of that, being a lyricist, is very important. When you see people who can put words together and paint a picture,
yes, sir,
that's special. I know we just heard this exclusive. We heard what you was doing with that. Tell us about when you're in your creative mode, right? Do you have a pen and pad laying by the bed? Do you carry one with it? Are you on your phone? How does that creative process go for you? 'Cause we know everybody, I've known guys, rappers, they had pieces of paper just stuck in their pocket. They're just writing down lyrics all the time. What does your creative flow look like, and how during the course of the day?
Well, my creative flow is basically like my CEO said, it's based on a beat. Once I hear it, I feel it.
Yeah.
It's an instant feeling, or if I don't like it, it'll take a while. But, you know, being an artist, you'll have to adjust and just make things work. But for me, my process is an instant feeling of a beat, or, you know, feeling like this is the one. And my writing process is, I mainly just flow off the top of the head, or I record myself. I'm one of those people that like to go straight forward, and then I'll come back and take whatever out I need. But when I hear something, I'm automatically straight ready to go. Like, it's really not a big process for me, and I don't want to sound too cocky, but I just love doing it to the point when I'm ready to go, it's ready to go.
Well, if it ain't bragging if it's the truth, you know? So, when you're hearing that, I know both of you were talking about, Snappa was talking about this earlier about the beat. Where do the beats come from? Are they created from in-house, or do you have people creating their own beats? Are you creating your own beats? How's that happening?
Well, I have few outlets that I reach out to get certain beats, but most of our beats are in-house from
great.
Snappa. She makes them all. She makes most of our beats, so everything is made in production up under Ice World. Ice World got it all, so we right here at home.
Well, y'all should have just seen me lean around. So I didn't catch up. Y'all should have seen me lean around and look at Snappa over here. I even got to get off the mic talking about. She ain't say one word about she was up here painting, baking, doing teaching math class and everything else, and now we find out she's making beats too.
Well,
she does it all.
That's one thing I have to say about Ice World. It's everything seems to be an in-house feel.
Yes,
it
sir.
seems like everything is all packaged, ready to go and make that move. So when you do hear a beat, let's say somebody brings you a beat, and I don't know how the in-house thing works. How do you know that, or how do you nicely say? Because see, this is one of my things. How do you nicely say to somebody, your beat sucks, and I don't like it, and I'm not going to use it? How do you say that?
Just like you just did.
I do.
That's the best way. Truth is the best way in this industry to let a person know, because your truth could also make a person better.
Yes, sir.
So you being truthful and letting that person know that, hey, man, that wasn't it, that you need to go in and switch some things. He can come out with a beat that you might have wanted, but it could have been so good that Twister picked it up just because you gave him that little criticism. So that's what a lot of people should never do. Never take criticism as hate. It really could better you if you listen to what a lot of people have to say when it's good things that can help you. So don't take that criticism and run away and hate a person for it, because a lot of people aren't trying to help you.
Did you hear that, Jay Sizzle? It is not hate. It is criticism that can help you.
Look, I drink Haterade every day, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
You are so haterlicious. Hashtag Jay Sizzle, the hater. You are the mad hater. I just want you to know that.
Now look, don't paint me in a bad picture in front of our guests here.
I'm not, but we're getting ready to talk some football later on. And we're going to talk some basketball and probably some Bulls. And
we're not going to talk no Bulls. You don't want me talking about no Bulls.
See, you see how it's coming out already?
They got people looking for me already.
Yeah, they do. Actually, you are on the wall at the United Center, and they're like,
they're just throwing darts at me like, this guy here, boy.
A young player who already wants to hit you with his lime green shoes.
He better not wear them lime green leprechauns ever again. Y'all know who I'm talking about, that Patrick Williams. Why is he wearing them lime green leprechauns? See, you got me. I was okay, and now you got me out here fronting in front of the guy.
You know what? No, that's what you do. That's what you do. It's unholy, some of the things that you said. And listen, as a side note, I heard what Justin Fields said to Rich Eisen about being committed, being a part of the team, and working. And when he gets back to the city, he's going to have a conversation with Jay Sizzle.
You know, he need to come on down, but he also need to learn to read a second read. That's what he need to be able to do.
Okay, see, that's why. And we're going back over here to Jolly, man, because this is your foolishness has no end to it, man. So, Jolly, when you hear a beat and you know it's that one, and you know this is the one you want to put out, when you give it to the people with the energy, when you give it to them with all that you put into it, and then the people don't receive it the way that you gave it, how do you work around that disappointment of getting all you have to a project, and then people are like, it's okay, it's meh?
Just work. If that wasn't good enough, I'm going to give you something else that's going to blow your mind. I'm going to give you work. That's all. I come from work, and that's what I'm going to give is work. And, you know, I got Snappa behind me as a CEO. She pushes us to the fullest, so perfection is definitely coming. If you got a bad result the first time, she going to push you to get a better result the next time. Because, you know, greatness come behind greatness, so.
You know what I love about this is that you see that there's a family bond here. you know, that everybody has been uplifting everybody. You know, and they know, hey, everything isn't going to go straight up like this, you know. But as a family...
as a family, that's what we are, because I wasn't doing music for the longest time growing up. I just really got into doing it professionally 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, when I met Snappa. We had already knew each other through mutual family reasons, but we actually connected a bond 3 years ago, and it was her belief in me that made me jump out to do this music the way that I do it now. So it's always a family camaraderie, because she is more than just, oh, I'm going to be your CEO and I run you and this is what we doing. She actually, you know, gets behind you, molds you, take care of you in certain ways, even emotional, physical, no matter what. She's going to make sure you all right. It's bigger than music with the team. So when it's something bigger than music and she's giving you more love than music love, you ain't got no other choice but to give out greatness when it comes to music.
Now, it sounds to me like she just giving y'all good vibes.
Always. That's from day one. I mean, before she knew you had music talent, she gonna give you a great vibe. She gonna give you her, which is a good person, period.
And we know that's one of the songs that you part of is Vibe, right?
No, Vibe not mine. Oh yeah, no, that's my single. I was thinking about another song we got called Vibe, but yeah, Vibe is a single that I got dedicated to the ladies. It's more of a vibe thing for the women. So
because I got it queued up over here.
Yes,
now.
sir.
I'm like, I want to make sure the ladies is holding on. They got their seat, because I heard it.
Yes, sir.
I started going back in my phone. Y'all know them numbers y'all blocked, but y'all didn't delete. You know what I'm talking about? I was up in there talking about, wait, hold on.
That's why that vibe. That's why I dissed it, because I thought about another song. And
look, Can we swipe diagonal? Is that possible? I'm swiping. I'm like, ooh.
See, Jolly, don't let him get you in trouble. See, he's ready to set you up for the wet up. You see what he's doing? You see how he's doing this, bro? He got you sitting there. Now you already, people are listening. Like, so he keeps other numbers in his phone, and then when he plays his music,
no, that was what he said.
He swipes diagonally. No, he swipes diagonally.
That was his part. The phone part. That was his part.
He just driving the whole bus, and I'm laying down right now.
I'm like, bruh, you can't just swipe diagonally. But listen, so let's get into this. Let's get into this vibe here on WGVE 88.7 FM.
88.7 FM.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
I love you, Benji.
I just wanna know if I can have it my way. Baby girl, I'm losing patience. Babe, let's get it in the driveway. I just wanna show you something different. Baby girl, you really gotta really dismissing my. I just wanna show you something real. Baby girl, gotta just roll about the field. Baby girl, let her show you how it feels. When a come and hold you down for real. Baby girl, I just wanna love you more than that man you had before. I just wanna give you love. Baby, let me fill you up. Let me be your fantasy. I can give you what you need. Baby girl, I guarantee perfect's what you get from me.
Shawty, you're a vibe. Shawty, you're a vibe. Said Shawty, you're a vibe.
I just wanna know if I can have it my way. Baby girl, I'm losing patience. Babe, let's get it in the driveway. I just wanna show you something different. Baby girl, you really gotta really dismissing my. I just want to show you something real. Baby girl, got a general about to feel. Baby girl, let him show you how it feels. When the come and hold you down for real. Baby girl, you got me hypnotized. You done took over my mind. I really want to see if I could really get the time to really get in close to you, to really learn the most about you, to see if I can grow with you. Forever's what I want from you. I just want to see you, we could ride together. Baby girl, I swear it's whatever. Girl, I'm a king and can't no peasant treat you better. See, I'm your knight in shining armor, here to protect you. See, that's okay, I'm here to say today, I'm gonna be your Superman in every way. Say, girl, I promise, keep us clear of drama. We gon' live our life happy like the Obama.
Oh my gosh. The music just turns me on.
You're listening to The Sizzle on WGVE 88.7 FM.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. Oh my.
Y'all okay out there?
Holy my lasses. Listen, ladies, if you have not listened, this is WGVE 88.7 FM. You're listening to The Sizzle here with the Ice World, and you got the artist, recording artist, Jolly in the building. You heard that hot fire. I was going to tell you that I did that and that actually he brought it and dropped it off to me, but I can't just not give him credit for, at least being in the building. But ladies, if you heard that, that's what I be giving the ladies. I be, that's what I did.
Jolly. Jolly. Why you do to people like that, man? You got people right now on the phone right now.
Hey, I'm trying my best. I need everybody to go listen to that. You hear me? It's a vibe for you and your lady. Enjoy it.
Oh man,
enjoy it.
Now I'm not gonna I ain't gonna put you in the trick bag. See, now G-Sizzle might do that, but Jason, I wasn't gonna sit there and go, well, what was the inspiration for that song? I wasn't gonna go unless you want to slide over there in there. It's up to you now.
I don't even have
It's just a vibe.
Yeah, that was
just a nice vibe. That was the motivation for that. Like,
we just staying safe on that. Hey man, that was fantastic.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The thing about it is, it went right into. It felt like that 70s music, that 80s music, like you were talking about before. You know what I'm saying? But it was that new school vibe to it.
Yes,
you know, and I use that. I tried to do that like that. But the issue, what I'm saying is that a lot of times, love music, right? Love music gets lost now. You know, because one thing I talk about sometimes, because I'll be 60 this month. Lord help me, Jesus. That we could slow dance back in my day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
we had the little light up. We had the little black light up on the wall, black light posters, and you went around there, and a lot of times we don't see love music come out anymore like that. And this is a throwback to the classics.
Yes, sir.
You know, and you should be commended for that, because you don't see a lot of artists being able to produce something like that. I mean, that just took me right back. Man, look, I'm sitting back. I'm in the basement with my legs kicked up. You know what I'm saying? Looking across the way. Because I know, but no, I got a silk shirt on. I done sweated through. You know, remember them house parties back in the day? Y'all go through there, pay that quarter to get in, and your silk shirt was just sweated out.
Yes,
you know, and the steam was on the windows in the basement, but we was down up in there though. Man, that's that type of music, man. Tell me about that music, man, and tell me you got more of that coming.
Yes, sir, I do. I really, see, I'm the type of person, like I say, I have an old soul, so, therefore, I try to reach all audiences that I can. Like, I'm a younger person, I'm 31, but at the same time, I grew up with people that's 50 that raised me, that taught me the ropes, that, showed me how to walk as a man on this planet and how to carry yourself. So whether it's music, whether it's the way I work, whether it's just being a gentleman every day, it's the way I try to carry myself. So through my music, I'm gonna try to show that, to where I touch every area, whether you 50, whether you 60, whether you 15, 22, I'm trying to speak to everybody.
I know that you're speaking to everybody through love and through your music. But with Valentine's Day being on deck, and you have to come up with a Valentine's Day serenade to somebody. All right, so I know you're going to put your music top 10, okay? We're going to go top 1. But then who's your 2 and 3 if you're making that Valentine's Day mix? Who's your 2, 3? What songs are you putting on that jolly mixtape? What do you put? I don't. Is it still a mixtape? I don't know if it's still a. I don't. They
call them playlists now.
Okay. Wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute, folks. Wait a minute. What the Sam Skippy did you just?
But on my Valentine's slow mix.
I mean, my man said, "Look here, bro. What they call them now? Play mixes. They're called playlists.
Add it to your playlist." But other than myself, I'll have to throw, like, when you talk about a slow mix, it definitely gotta be old school. And no disrespect to the new people, it's just the substance in old school. It gets your point across better. So me, I gotta go with some Gerald, some Luther, and that's 2. But if I can add some 2 more, R. Kelly and Drew Hill, that'll be my top 5 to get things started. And after that, the playlist can just play.
Hey, I understand that. When you listen to playlists now, because of what Jay just said, you don't get that quality R&B soul anymore. Now, I know you're an MC also.
Yes, sir.
So I know you're lyrical. But at the same time, when you put your R&B hat on and you pick that pen up and start working, what is it then? What are you trying to give people that they're not getting right now? What's that sound that you're trying to give them?
Love.
Okay.
I'm trying to give off love and just the vibes of understanding. With my music, I try to reach people in different audiences that I think might be going through this situation, or I try to make a song to a person that I think you might need to hear this today. So all my things is just uplifting people or trying to reach a person in some type of way, because that's what I want my music to do at the end of the day. I want it to be able to resonate with somebody and sit with you regardless of how you felt or how anybody felt, as long as this song made you feel good. If it's the type of song that made you want to get up and change your day, if it made you just want to tell the truth, which is let your frustration out. I'm trying to make music that people can resonate with and take with them forever. Whether it's just a personal playlist, it's fine with me, long as it hits you somewhere.
Well, as long as you don't get hit with a tape anymore, because I guess you can't get hit with a cassette tape, because now you got playlists. I mean, I knew it was a playlist, but I'm in the. We have a radio. I mean, well, we're at a radio station, but I'm just saying, man, we got you. Yeah, okay. I'm just saying, man. I felt some kind of way for a second. I felt like you were just saying I'm so old that I don't remember some of the classics. Because when you start naming off stuff, I thought you were gonna start talking about Sam Cooke and the Delphonics, and you were gonna go down. And I was like, look, how funky does this young man get? I mean,
we can go.
You can go.
And
See, that's the thing. Now, here's one thing that people
Bobby Womack.
Look here,
go away.
In the South, they got some other things, not just Mississippi Slides. They got this music, man, that's there. There was this one song I heard, and don't ask me why, don't judge me, but it was called Hey, Mr. Sexy Man. And I remember it because it was one of those, what? Okay, don't act like you didn't hear. Oh, we used to play it when we were at Hook and Reel. It was Hey, Mr. Sexy Man.
No, you used to play it when we was at Hook and Reel.
Man, that song was great. Yes.
He broke this song out one time. We were playing the show, man, and he broke this song out, and everybody in the place went, huh?
Like, what? Well, now, in the South, they got a whole different, like, those dudes, they still, like, they talk about moonshine and love. Like, you don't even hear about their artists. You don't hear about some of those guys up here, so when you hear a Midwestern artist, when you hear an Eastern artist, but especially when you hear one in the city, I think everybody thinks when you hear love, you think R. Kelly. I think the first thing you think in this region or this area, R. Kelly. because it's meaningful music. It's still music that resonates with people's soul. So if we have to have some soul resonating music, Jolly, all right, now you're going to have to tell the people what you got coming. You're going to have to tell them why they should know that your music is on that level, on par with that kind of feel and that sound.
Well, I got a couple new projects coming, and like I say, my projects that I got coming, I got a song that's gonna be called Never Too Late. It's basically gonna be a song pointing out, it's never too late for a woman to, give up on finding love or being appreciated, because I know it's a lot of women out here, once they ran into a bad situation or they didn't had some bad, past relationships or just not good things happen in their life, they want to give up and just call it quits. But it's never too late to look for what's right for you. So I got a song called Never Too Late, and hopefully that's gonna come out. And then I have another song that I'm gonna call Please Let Me Be. It's gonna be a gangster's hymn, and it's more of a song relating to just a lot of people out here gonna be able to relate to it. It's just one of those songs of just saying, just let me be. Like, no matter what I do, I'm working, I'm taking care of my family. I just don't want to be bothered with none of the rumors, none of the hate, none of the negative situations that you bring in my way. Just please let me be. And I hope that's going to be a song that's going to resonate with everybody, because everybody want to be left alone sometimes, especially if you're working hard and you got goals in life. Sometimes you just want to focus on what need to be focused on, so you want to be left alone. So hopefully these songs, come out and they resonate with people and travel a long time in this music industry.
All right. So I want to get on the remix with Snappa. How many? So if I can get on a remix with you, which song should I get on the remix of? Which one do you think would be a G-Sizzle exclusive?
And that answers that question.
No, see, you know what? You did that on purpose, Jay. No, you made it.
You would have to check in with my CEO.
and on that beat, I think we go play a love song, because this one you ain't gonna get on. See
what?
Look how diplomatic this artist is. He's like, sir, you're going to defer to.
No, you know what? I'm going to tell you now. I'm not going to say this is critical. You're a hater. You're a hater, Jay Sizzle. And you know that y'all want me on one of them. Y'all want me on a Jolly one. That's that. All right. When we come back, people are going to tell us which Jolly song I should be on, because I could do one. I could remix the mess out of it. But you know who it is. You know what it is. It's WGVE 88.7 FM on your FM dial. You know what it is. It's the Sizzle in the building here on WGVE 88.7 FM with the hottest music, the hottest topics, the hottest everything that you get in the region. You're here with J Sizzle, G Sizzle, and you're here with Ice World, and my man Jolly is on the mic. And before we got ready to break, man, we were talking a lot of good stuff. But remember right now, top of the hour, you know what you got to do. Make sure you're bundled up. It is in the 30s, mid-30s today. It will get a little bit warmer tomorrow, so remember that you'll be ready for Super Bowl as we get ready to talk Super Bowl in the coming segments. But just make sure that you're keeping yourself warm. It's going to be a little snow, just a little snow shower later on in the week, but make sure you're still going to be around the mid-30s, reaching up to, there's a heat wave coming tomorrow, so it should reach up, get into the 40s, and it is not time for shorts, ladies and gentlemen. But your week, as you look at your outlook, it's going to be in the mid-30s to upper 40s. So just make sure you're bundled up, make sure you're warm, and make sure that you pay NIPSCO, because they will come and cut you off.
Man, look, I don't take off my long skivvies until June anyway, because I'm old school.
Yeah, well, you're so old that you still call it skivvies.
Yeah, anyway, I'm not talking to you anymore.
Oh, okay.
we got a short time. We got a short time left with our guests, man. We're just having such a great time. They stuck around longer,
Yes.
Because I know I've been having a great time with you all, because we get to know some local artists. And the thing about it is that people don't often get opportunity to meet you. They might see you on stage, you're singing your song, doing what you're doing. What happens after that? You're going off stage and they go in the other direction. But people buy your music, want to listen to your music because they feel like they're connected to you.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I think this is just one of these great things that it's just been exciting to hear this. I mean, right here in Gary, Indiana, right in this area, in Northwest Indiana, you have music of the caliber that's being produced. You know, let me tell you something, y'all. This last song had the speakers in here vibrating. I really had to get up here with some duct tape a few minutes ago. Y'all remember the day we tried to fix some speakers with duct tape. But just the quality of the music that's being produced, the quality of the songs, that just shows you the skill and the commitment that I'm going to call you all a family. You know, not a group. I'm going to call y'all a family of artists that are together. And I just want to commend you all on showing people out here in this area that if you really want to do something collectively as a group, you can walk together. You're much stronger together than you would ever be apart. Can you talk a little bit about just your feelings about being in a group? We got a couple of songs we got to hit too. Just what is it? Two things I want you to hit right quick, okay? Where can we hear more music from your group? And we want to find out. And do you have some upcoming things that are coming up that the people need to hear about?
You can find our music on all streaming platforms, from YouTube to Spotify, iTunes. We're everywhere. We have our own YouTube page, Ice World Inc. You can go there and find all our music videos.
Where's that at now?
YouTube, Ice World Inc.
Ice World Inc.?
Yes, sir. That's our YouTube page.
Okay.
That's where you can find all our music videos that's been shot by Lady C and another member of our group, Minor Boy. He shoots videos too.
Okay.
He's an artist also. And, you know, you can go to you can, like I say, Spotify, iTunes. We're in all the TikTok websites, Instagram, your Facebook Reels, anywhere you want to listen to us and add our song, you can add it. All you gotta do is type our name in and whatever song you want to hear.
What's that name we need to type in?
Ice World Inc. You can type in, or you can type us in individually. Mine will be Jolly Ice World. You know, you have Snappa. You know, you can just find us at all Ice, but the main page is Ice World Inc.'s YouTube page is where we'll all be. And once you go there, you can find different links to get to all our separate pages.
Like right now, people, if you're listening to this right now, look, you go to Ice World Inc. and these are local artists right here in Northwest Indiana that are producing quality music that I'm going to get in trouble with. And I just want to say I want to have somebody to blame because I don't want to be the only one being put out because I'm a big fella and I'm going to mess up your couch if I got to sleep on it. I'm just letting you know. If I'm there more than one night, y'all going to be saying, oh, no, he got to go home. I done broke all your little slats and all your stuff. And I'm a midnight creeper, too. I get up in there. Boy, if you got some cereal up in there, I'm having a bowl. Because about 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all know the 3 o'clock in the morning cereal. He call you every once when you go to the bathroom, you walking by the kitchen, you know, a bowl of Frosty Flakes right now. But I get a halfy bowl because I'm trying to, you know, make sure the cholesterol's all right. But you know what I'm saying. But anyway, what I'm saying is, man, we just having such a great time with y'all out here today, man. It's just great. And we know we got a couple more songs we want to play.
Sure.
And what would you like for me to play next?
You could play the one with Snappa featuring myself, Toast It Up. It's one of those songs, you know, we just celebrating every accomplishment that we done made, you know. So it's going to be a great song for anybody celebrating life and any goals, any accomplishments that you made, or just celebrate, period. It ain't even got to be nothing that major that you did. You could just be celebrating. This would be a great song to toast it up.
Right here, exclusively Toast It Up.
You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
Yeah. Toasted up, life is good. Toasted out, life is good. Toasted out, life is good.
life is good. It's a celebration to everybody that's overcome us, made it out the struggle and even made it through all the drama. You got to open your eyes to see another day. There's a lot of people that can't say the same. I remember them days when cats used to throw shade, cause I always wore them Payless shoes instead of J's. And I ain't had no name brand gear, but I was clean. My mama did the best she could, so I ain't complain. Had so many doubters, they said I wouldn't make it. While they was throwing dirt on my name, I was still racing. The marathon continue. Refused to give the enemy attention. Now my name is legendary upon dimensions. It feels good to be above the clouds, but when you're up, they hate you more. They love to see you down. But I'ma keep on climbing till I'm high with the birds, and I won't stop until I get everything I deserve. Toasted up, life is good. 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 Yeah. Toasted up, life. Remember sitting in my room watching artists on the TV screen, thinking one day that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. Now I'm sitting at tables with people you wouldn't believe. It's funny how dreams turn to reality. If you want it, work hard for it. The haters gotta ignore them. More money, more problems, it come with the territory. But you gotta stay strong, push through, show your endurance. Keep your eyes on the prize, keep striving, cause you can do it. Can't nobody take from you what they never gave. I went from darkness, now I'm finally chilling in the shade. My life is shiny cause I'm only seeing brighter days. And everything I ever want is sitting in my face. I ain't got to want for nothing in my family straight. I see a lot of people try to take me out the game, but it wasn't no way that they was gonna succeed. Cause it's always been my destiny. Toasted up, life is good. 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 Toasted up, life is good.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
You're listening to the Sizzle here on 88.7 FM. Listen, if you're not toasted up and knowing that life is good, it's something wrong with you. But I'm just going to say right now, hey man, I think I could jump on that remix. I'm almost sure, because I was writing the flow right here on, if you could see my notepad in my head, I was writing that, and I was like, man, boy. Okay, all right, so, okay, follow me. Okay, so, Jolly, hit that hook for me, man.
Toasted up, life is good. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Said toasted up, life is good. 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 Said toasted up, life is good.
Ooh, that finger licking, what? That be that chicken. It be greasy, what? Sometimes I be in the kitchen. I be eating there. Yeah, I be tasting it. What you want, son, girl? I got
toasted up, life is good.
I'm telling you, I got them cucumbers. I got that chicken wing, girl. You know I got that number. I'm telling you, boy, they don't want none of that. They don't want.
You're absolutely right. They don't want none of that.
You know what? You know what? Again, we're going to go back to it. Jay, this is constructive haterism from you, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to get into the game, man. Don't do that in front of
Toasted up. Man, that's an anthem right there, man.
That is. I like that.
That's an anthem right there.
Shout out to the CEO, Snappa, for that.
Oh,
you know.
I could see that, man, bottles popping, boy, the little sparklers coming through there, you know what I'm saying? And everybody just sitting on chest, life is good, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know, one of the funny things is, and Snappa probably doesn't even remember this.
Don't put the business out in the street now.
No. It was good. One time I came to her show at the Crystal Palace.
Ooh.
So, bruh, first of all, if anybody knows from the region, if you weren't from the Derby, if you weren't from the dirt around the Crystal Palace, bruh, you needed to leave expeditiously. That's what it wasn't no talk, and it wasn't no, hey, man, that show was fire, man. I got to go. She was in the show, man, and I remember Snappa doing her thing. And I remember saying, like, she got it. Like, she got it. And when I hear, and I'm not just saying it because you're here, I would say it if you weren't here. And even if you don't put me on the remix, I'm still saying that toast, bruh, that was fire. I hope that everybody listening enjoyed it, but I like that. I like that joint.
When earlier you said, see, Snappa's coming on it, and I'm originally from the South Side of Chicago, transplanted out here, and I said, well, I heard the name, but really don't know the music. I heard a little bit here and there, but I said, well, let me check him out. So I popped it on there. I said, oh, see, I'm gonna tell you something. Quality music. Some people just out here making beats, and that's all they doing. All right. Then they get on here and they mess it up because they're trying to drop it on the 1. You don't do that when you rap. You on the 2 and the 4. You know what I'm saying? But when I heard this, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There's flavor there. I can feel that. You know what I'm saying? When you can feel it, see this here. I'm playing this, bumping this in the ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up on it, but they're gonna be like, what's going on with this? Because all y'all music is trunk shakers. I just want to let y'all know.
Man,
I ain't gonna have no windows in the back of my car.
They gonna make me go and get some house speakers and try and figure out how to wire them in my back.
Wait a minute.
Now, the only thing is I might get electrocuted. So if you do see a truck on fire, that's me. This is not a metaphor. Like, call the police immediately. Let them know that, because I don't know how to make the sound louder in the car anymore. Because I got like a speaker in my head for rest, so I don't.
You still doing mixtapes, bro?
I do. I got like a whole lot of mixtapes, bro. I mean, first of all, I got mixed CDs. Oh, don't act like we ain't got a CD player up in here. I got a mixed CD right now, bro. I got the best of BET Uncut right now in the car. It's in the CD deck. I'm telling you, bro. You ain't got heard nothing till you heard that. Man.
What, Fast Five Freddy?
No, man. What was my dude? Oh my goodness, he's Rich Sizzle.
Not AJ and Free, are you?
No, he's Rich Sizzle's frat brother. Black Jesus. He was one of the dudes on my mixtape. It was this kid, Casey. What was it? Casey the Almighty.
Is that the one they were selling out the trunk of their car?
I don't know what they were selling in the trunk of their car. You don't want whatever they had in their trunk. You don't want that.
When you bought the CD, they had the Sharpie. It was just written on there with the Sharpie.
No, it's bad enough. There's a generation of people who know Nelly from his music, and then there's a generation that just knows him from BET Uncut.
Yeah, well,
it was the greatest video of all time.
So tell us here. While we got a few minutes left, we got one more song we need to get in here before I know you guys got this. We're actually holding them hostage right now. I just want to let you know.
All right, we are.
And so let's talk a little bit about where can people, we talked about that. You have some collab projects coming up, some things coming up. You have some events going on here pretty soon, or do we just need to all really go to the Ice World page at what's that, Facebook?
Yes, sir. Facebook and YouTube, the Ice World page. But my music that I got coming out, I'm looking to do collabs, but right now I'm focusing on people hearing me at the moment.
Yeah.
Because last year I did a few collabs on the album. I had an album out called "'Tis the Season to Be."
Okay.
So you can go listen to that. I got a lot of great songs on that album, but that's where I did a little collab and just trying to be heard. So this year I'm focusing on really being heard as a solo artist and trying to get my name out there. But for right now, the only song that I'm really working on as of collab right now is with the members of my team. Right now, one of our artists, Homage the Great. I got a few songs that's gonna come out with me and him, and that I'm gonna push. But really, that's really the only collab that I got at the moment. And Ice World, we have events every other month. It really got to wait on the CEO when she pop out to say, but right now we got an event coming up to see Snappa. We got the Ill Will show that's on the 18th. that she'll be at, so you guys can pull up to that and get your tickets. And she also will be doing the show.
Where's that at?
Gary, the Loft. That's at the Loft Attic, right? Yeah, it'll be at the Loft, February 18th.
February 18th?
Yes, sir.
Now, we go February 18th at the Loft. Now, we got Snappa, and the whole gang is coming out. Is that right?
Yes, sir. We all be there. We always support. It's a team thing. Wherever she's on stage or anyone else on stage, we in the building.
Now look out! Now look here in Northwest Indiana. It's time for y'all to show. It's time to show yourself. Bring yourself.
I apologize.
Out.
It's the 219. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you out, but let me get that right. It's the 219 Bash Will Skrill event. I apologize.
Oh no, don't apologize. We want to get it right because see, I want to get people there, and I'm really what I'm working on is a backstage pass. That's what I'm really working on for myself. I got it. I got personal things going on here, because you know what I'm saying. But no, look. So we got it's February 18th, and it's at the Loft.
Yes, sir.
And this is the 219 Bash.
Yes, sir. Will Skrill birthday bash.
Will Skrill birthday bash. Now y'all know y'all going. Tell y'all friends. Yeah, but he got some real artists coming on here now. This music legends. Look. We just played a few. We got one more hot one we're going to play in here in just a few minutes. But I'm telling you right now, go get your ticket. Where can you get your tickets from?
You get them at the door. When you come to the Loft, they'll be at the door.
They'll be at the door. Y'all come and bring y'all Benjamins with you. You know what I'm saying? Bring
just
your friends.
A hot 20. Hot 20. I know everybody got a hot 20.
You got a 20. Y'all
come
know,
celebrate with the legends.
Yeah, come on out and enjoy. Look, this music's been hot. I've enjoyed every one of these songs. I know, and they got bringing more like this. I don't know. I might just be over here and sitting in the corner just tapping my feet. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right. I tell you what they are gonna do after hearing that collab we just did. I'm telling you now, you might have G SIZZLE on the stage. You never know, bro. You heard? What? They be like, "Is that G SIZZLE?" I'll be like, "Yeah, baby. I'm toasting up because life is still." See, I hit that.
But you know, people just ran off the road right now, and they just there's sirens going off all across Northwest Indiana right now.
That's all right. At least they going off. They know the SIZZLE's on.
You sound like an ambulance with 3 wheels.
Ooh, oh man. So I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, that was great, man.
We gotta save ourselves. Now we got one more song here we're gonna play out of the group, and I'm just looking forward to this because everything else just been so far, you know. And I'm really, all seriousness, I'm really just so glad to see true artists coming out of this area, working together, you know. And gonna climb together, because this is what this is all about. You know, the music industry is a tough industry to be in, and you got to be with people who have your back. And I know this is what I know to be true. The quality of your music shows you how together your family is, because not just one person put that together. Somebody said, "Hey, let's drop this in there." Somebody, that sounds like that. What do you think about this? Well, you know what? We need to do this hook over here like this.
Yes, sir.
So you see, everybody was coming together on this, and that's how you produce quality.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And then one day from now, when they do the beginnings of when this all started, I know y'all been going a long time. I just want to be the guy. I want one ear in the photo. You know, I just want one. I just want to be the right ear in the photo, so they can say that this I was there. You know, so you never know, man. You never know. The sky's the absolute limit for y'all.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna play this. We're gonna play this song right here for you. We're gonna come back, and then I know y'all got to get going. I've been saying that, but we've been holding y'all hostage. This is the SIZZLE, and y'all enjoy this song right here.
Big I swear. We lit, you know we get it poppin'. About to turn the club up, tell the DJ f***ing hop it. Talking room shaking, speaker knocking. Big Ice World got these little quiet. Wipe my nose, I'm way sicker. Cold one, my chill bigger. Smart, I'm mad quicker. Chicago raised, I've been iller. My mama twin, I'm prettier. Drive, my team Lydia. Broke, I stay richer. Bad, too thicker. No L's, I'm all hitter. Scary, got no thriller. Hotter than the in the kitchen. Big call, get the coldest winter. My glow brilla. New winner, you finish. Ice World forever. Don't wanna hear from none of you. We lit. You know we get it poppin'. About to turn the club up, tell the DJ hop it. Talking room shaking, speaker knocking. Big Ice World got these little quiet. CEO whopping that. Don't roll with hammers, but I'm too legit. I keep them mad, they say Papa slick, but I'm homie with it and I don't play that. Boss moves, we make it. A lot of can't take it. Cause we step on next, so don't disrespect. Cause we next up, don't mistake it. His Ice World does swim. On big business, we stay winning. Can't with us, I'm a living witness. Ain't break like a wooden pencil. We cold and we stay on go and we can't be stopped. Y'all on foes, we about that dough. Counting up zeros and we cross it out like tic-tac-toe. We lit. You know we get it poppin'. About to turn the club up, tell the DJ hop it. Talking room shaking, speaker knocking. Big Ice World got these little quiet. We lit. You know we get it poppin'. About to turn the club up, tell the DJ hop it. Talking room shaking, speaker knocking. Big Ice World got these little quiet. Pop it. Shaking, knocking. Quiet. Pop it. Shaking, knocking.
I'm sitting in the
You're
kitchen.
listening to The Sizzle.
Yeah, buddy. Let me tell you something, man. My skills are getting better and better the moment I come on. Now, I'm sorry if you didn't know. This is WGVE 88.7 FM. But let me tell you something. Obviously, Jay Sizzle didn't appreciate Snappa, how I added to the mix. But I just wanted to demo for you so you knew, what all we have to offer. It's not just beautiful faces. It's that we can get in and if you need me to flow for you, just I give you a hot 16, 32, 64. But you know what? I'll do it like cannabis. I give you 120 bars if you need it. Right now, I can do it. Just give me motivation. That's what I
put you through artist development first.
Wow. That was beautiful. That was. But you know what?
Yeah.
That's constructive. That's constructive. Not what you do, Jay. That's destructive. You have tried to destroy my confidence in my skills, and I'm just telling you. Listen,
so silly.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not, make sure that you're liking, you're subscribing, you're finding Ice World. You find Ice World Inc. You can find them Facebook, you can find them YouTube, you can find them everywhere on the planet. But Snappa, tell everybody where they can get you, find you, contact you, find your information, get your music. How do they do that?
Okay, so everything, I think I pretty much officially changed everything over to official_C Snappa. Mm-hmm. So on Instagram, official_C Snappa. On TikTok, same thing. Facebook, I think it's just C Snappa on there now, but I got to switch that over. But eventually, everything will be switched over to official C Snappa. Especially on Instagram, don't type me in just C Snappa because I had another page that got hacked. So, official_C Snappa on Instagram, and then we have a Welcome to Ice World on Instagram as well. On Facebook, Ice World Inc. and on YouTube, Ice World Inc.
Okay.
And want to just send a shout out to the whole squad, Ice World Inc. Homage the Great in the building with us tonight, so I definitely want to recognize him. That is our go-to for everything. Like when I call him, he's there. He's not just an artist. Once again, like we talk about always being a family, whenever I need him, he there. He pull up game and strong. So, just want to say thank you, bro, for all you do for the team. And shout out to Cole One as well. She's another one. This is my COO and my CMO. Ice World Inc. So they in higher positions, but they, my right and left hand. Like I said, ain't no big eyes and little U's on the team, but they do contribute a lot as well to the team. So I definitely want to recognize them as well. So, and shout out to the whole team, Ice World Inc. Y'all continue to work. I'm proud of you all.
Man, this has been an amazing experience. This has been a time. I mean, we've had a lot. We had Brother Kwabena in last week when we talked about the impact on black music, because that's what this whole series is. This series, for those of you who don't know, this has been an impact on black music. This has been a Black History Month series that we put together, not just highlight artists, not just local artists. We have a national artist coming on next weekend. So every weekend we're trying to give you something, but something that you can move with and something that you can grow with. And one of the things that I would say before we go, in all seriousness, if you have not gotten a movement to get behind, the Ice World Project, to me, is the one that you get behind, because the grassroots, these are good people. These are good people who've come into the building. You know, it's like a hit. And I've teased throughout the show, but you know when you have a good hit, you know it's a good hit. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing when you get good people. You know they're good people when you walk in, you shake hands, you talk to them, you hear the conversation, the vibe is good. So when you have that, support. And that's all I can ask for the community, those who are listening to this on radio, those who will hear this on live stream, those who will hear this in pre-recorded YouTube, wherever you find this, just go support Ice World.
And I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, that's why I said thank you for the team, because they be on me. We have a website, a clothing line as well. Make sure you all visit iceworldapparel.com. We have a website as well, Ice World Apparel, all platform, also social media platforms, Ice World Apparel.
Y'all go get that merch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all go get that merch, because I'm looking at this merch right now, and I'm a little jealous.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out, see, I know my skills are not in the rapping game or singing game, so I'm trying to figure out what I could do. But I make some mean pancakes. I could be the official pancake.
Well, I'll tell y'all what, y'all make sure y'all get y'all sizes to me, and we'll make sure that we get y'all some merch.
Oh, appreciate you. This has been a joy.
Yes.
And I'm really enjoying you. I'm enjoying your team.
Thank you.
The positivity. And in all seriousness, that's what people really need more of. Mm-hmm. We don't see a lot of this among our people. A lot of times this is happening way more than the negative things that are going on.
Yeah,
but this doesn't get promoted.
Yeah.
And so I believe that just by you being here, by you leading this group, and I see the positivity that's going on around you, you should be commended.
Thank you.
And I know I'm saying with Greg and me, we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
All the best. And what y'all win, Grammys?
Yeah.
Y'all win Grammys, right? We're gonna speak that into existence.
Definitely.
And when y'all win these Grammys, I'm telling you, I'm getting up on stage now. You might hear me screaming in the background. I'm really with them.
We taking everybody on stage.
That's all you do. That's all you do.
We just bum rush about 30 people up there.
That's right. And when we do the documentary, and it's the Ice World documentary, and it's the retrospective that's hosted by G&J SIZZLE, you'll know why, because that's what it is.
Yes.
Homage to Great Jolly. C-Snap in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ice World. Ice World. Say it one more time. What? Ice World.
Ice World.
Oh, I like the sound of that. You know what you're listening to. This is the Sizzle here on WGVE 88.7 FM. And we'll be back with some more of the, what we call that, the J Sizzle mix.
We just playing some music, bro.
Oh, you just gonna play some music?
Because that's what I do.
But you mixed it together, right?
A little bit here, a little bit there.
Okay. I know what you do. But you know who it is. It's the Sizzle here on WGVE.
88.7 FM.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.